To me, what I loved about Sigma was the whole process that they have. Like, I mean, to get an end date at the start of a project build, to me is quite unique. I've never seen it in other projects that I've either been involved in or see other people be involved in. And it's a real date, which was even more amazing. You know, they stuck to it and they actually came in earlier.
Friends of ours, neighbours not too far away had an extension, and they said that they worked with Sigma Homes and we were very happy. I knew what it looked like prior to Sigma coming in to extend it, so when we saw it we were amazed at the transformation and the space and the light and the ideas that they had, and the outcome was just amazing from them.
We decided to extend the home because we wanted you know, a little bit more space and a lot more light and access to the garden. We had given a sort of a brief of what our ideas were to Patrick Robertson, an amazing designer and architect. We couldn't actually see all the potential that was in the house, but he could. We were brought in by Sigma to look at the initial plans that he'd come up with, and we were wow even from that stage, you know, straight away. So
the day that they started the project, Matt had to go to America for a week with work, so I was very anxious and nervous about being here with them, thinking that I'd be getting phone calls saying, you know, this is wrong, that's wrong, we can't do this, we can't do that. So, but when I met with David Holmes, he was very reassuring, and then the project was handed over to Kevin, who was equally as good and cooperative, and after a few days I was able to come down on site, take a few pictures, send them to Matt in America, and he was amazed at the progress even over a few days, but there was absolutely nothing to worry about at all. Even though it's a modest extension, it's what they actually did inside. Like, there was a toilet in here and a utility room without this being extended as well, but it's just opened up the whole area, open plan, and this sense of space is amazing. Like, our first Christmas in here, in and out, we had 21 people in and around the kitchen, so you wouldn't even notice they were here. In the last kitchen, you just simply couldn't do that. So even though it's a modest extension, it really, really works for us. Friends
and family now are spending much more time here. We're here more often now in this whole area, in the kitchen, and like, we're very connected to the garden and with the light and space that we have now, so it's wonderful to be here.
I think in particular it was more evident during lockdown, because we were indoors for 10 to 12 weeks with 5 of us and a dog. We really, really needed this space, you know, so it was just fantastic. Even getting out, Matt in particular took up a bit of gardening, so it was great to have that space. I know to see it, it was just lovely to have it. It was really great.
When I saw the extension nearly being done, I was like, oh my God, our kitchen's so big with the island and everything. And I love the light and everything. I'm way more happy with the new way.
Patrick sort of, you know, talked about the importance of light and space, and, you know, these big glass wall windows that we had seen on a number of other Sigma jobs, and he said, you know, we can actually bring the garden into your home, like, you know, by just designing in that sort of elevation of glass and light. And literally, as you can see, it's a beautiful feature, and it does really bring in the garden into us.
One of the things that, a small little thing that a lot of the women, my friends that I've been speaking to, is, you know, how clean the place was after they left. Like, we could just literally come in the day we moved back in, switch on the kettle and make a cup of tea. The place was left so spotless. They brought in cleaners and cleaned it from head to toe, which made it so much easier for us when we were renting and moving everything from the rented house back in here. The transition was so easy, because I have another friend who had another builder in doing an extension, and she was eating dust for weeks afterwards, you know, but with us here, it was just the place was spotless after they left.
The Sigma team are so professional, very, very competent, very, very good at what they do. But 2 people in particular were David Holmes as the project manager, and then Kevin Murphy was outstanding. Kevin was a site foreman here. His skills and his coordination were just amazing, and you know, he kept us abreast of everything that was going on. Nothing was rushed. He was 10 steps ahead of us all the time. So again, that was an amazing asset to the project and to I think the enjoyable experience we went through with Sigma. And it was, you know, it was a great 3 months.